So welcome back to the channel. If you guys remember a few videos ago, I was bringing in a new 55-gallon aquarium, and I told you guys we're going to be doing an Amazonian theme. So that is what today's video is about. As you've seen, I was just bringing in all the hardscape, the rock, the sand, the plants, and everything we're going to be using for this build today. And the plans is to put my tiger angels into this aquarium along with maybe the Hecali geovegas or the red hump geovegas. You guys can let me know in the comment section what species of fish you think would be best for this build. But we finna get it going. Hope you guys can learn something from this, get inspired, and I can't wait to see this thing come to life, man. So let's get into it. But before we get this video started, I want to give you guys an update on some of the fish down here in the fish room. As you can see, we've got our beautiful blue gourami in here looking great, our ember tetras. Everybody is looking absolutely phenomenal in this aquarium. I'm just loving this tank, and I see a lot of people in the comment section really enjoyed this tank as well. And I just can't wait to really see it mature a lot more, make these plants grow in, and just everything. So while we're here, might as well get an update on our platinum angels. You can see these guys right now. They are looking beautiful in here. Where our little Kerbencies at? I know they somewhere around here. Oh, there one right here. Nice little albino Kerbencies. Beautiful. I did see somebody comment about this tank and saying maybe get some albino Congo tetras. That would be super dope. Oh, look at the, must be a pair hiding up under that rock. Hopefully they can start breeding in here. That'd be nice. They just naturally breed up in here and have a bunch of albinos. These platinum angels, oh my God. And to give you guys a little update on the black angel pair that we moved over to this tank. They already rearranging their tank for me. They moved a lot of this hornwood around. They just doing what they want to do. They did the same thing in the last aquarium. So haven't seen any new breeding activity, but I'm not really too concerned about it. You can see they're kind of looking at that heater right there. Maybe they might try to lay on that heater. That's definitely a possibility. I got that slate over there if they decide, but most of the time they either lay on a heater or a piece of slate or something like that, or sometime on the side of the glass. But these guys are doing good, and just want to give you an update on them as well. So this is the tank we're going to be working on today. This is a 4-foot, 55-gallon aquarium. And before I do anything to this tank, I want to prepare for plants because we are going to be adding some plants to this scape. So I'm going to be doing is adding some root tabs in here. I already started crushing them up. I'm just taking some root tabs. These ones are by API. There's a lot of different root tabs on the market, but we're going to take all the root tabs and we're going to crush them up and let them sit at the bottom of the tank. And then once we add our different layers of substrate, we got our plants in. The plants will be able to find the nutrients. So this is a good way to add your root tabs into your substrate before you get the tank all set up. So that's what I'm doing here, and we're about to start adding some soil. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the first layer of substrate in. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker on the right side than it is on the left. That's because the main structure of the scape is going to sit here. This is where a lot of the plants is going to be at, so I want the substrate a lot thicker. I also left some room on each edge, front and back, so that when I put my sand in there, you won't be able to see so much of the gravel, because this is not the look that I'm going for. This is just for height and to help with the plants and just help jumpstart the tank, because this came out of a old aquarium that was already cycled. So this has a lot of beneficial bacteria on it, and it's going to help jumpstart the tank and the plants. So now it's time to get the sand in here and we're going to get it going. All right, so as you see, we got all our substrate situated. We got our root tabs, we got our base layer, and now we got our decorative sand. And we'll probably add some more decorative sands or pebbles to the scape once we get the hardscape in here to add some more detail to it. But right now it looks good, exactly the look I was going for. Now it's time to start playing with the hardscape. The scape I'm trying to do is going to be a rock scape with wood kind of cascading over here. I got everything over here. You guys are going to see that here in just a second. So let's start working on it and let's get it going. All right, so we got the wood into the aquarium, and this thing is looking phenomenal, bro. Like exactly the vision that I had from the stone to the wood. It's almost coming out of the aquarium. It just looks phenomenal, bro. And I just dropped it in there and let it just do what it do naturally. And once we get some plants and once we get some life in here, it's going to look crazy, man. So the next step now is I need to glue some of this little pieces of wood down to that stone, so that way when I add water in here, everything just don't start lifting up. We're gonna glue it down a little bit, then we're gonna start planting this thing, so stay tuned. All right, so the first plant we're gonna be adding in there is this jungle vase, nice and long and green. I'm gonna run it all in the back behind the wood, and hopefully everything kind of like drapes over and just grow, and it should just look absolutely phenomenal. So let me get into that. So now we got our valve in there. Once we get the water in, it's standing up strong and tall. It's gonna look great. The next plant I'm going to be adding is some crypts. These are some, let me see what type these are. These are some lutea. And what's the other one? We got all lutea, so I got like 4 of these. So we're gonna be adding them around the little crevices in between the wood and the stone to really soften the edges and make this thing really pop. So that's the next step. So we finally got the valve in here. Now we have all our crypts in, and now we're going to be adding in some anubias. I just got a couple pieces of anubias that I took out of another aquarium, and I'm just gonna place them down here by some of this stone, and hopefully it grows nice and beautiful. We finally got all our plants in. This thing is looking absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to get some water in here and really see how this thing is looking. At this point, I think less is more. I could add more plants, I could add more hardscape, but I think less is more in this situation. I want to leave this little open area over here for the fish to swim, and I want this to be the main focal piece in the scape. And then eventually I think I will add some moss to like some of this wood, but right now I don't have any moss on hand. And then I think also once this wood kind of matures, it's going to look a lot better than what it looks like right now. So next step is let's get some water into this tank, get some filtration hooked up, and let's get this thing going. So stay tuned. So we finally got the water in. This tank is looking absolutely phenomenal. I'm convinced that this is my best work ever. I think I am officially a professional aquascaper now. I mean, this thing is phenomenal. Like, my vision came to life so well with the plants, rock, everything is looking great. Obviously, we got a lot of bubbles and stuff like that because we just filled it up with all fresh new water. But once this tank settles in, we get some filtration running on here, this thing is going to be crystal clear. It's going to look absolutely phenomenal. I was going to add in some almond leaves to really give it like this black water look, but I'm convinced that I shouldn't do that after really seeing this tank crystal clear with water in it. I mean, like, just take a step back and really look at this tank, bro. Like, it looks so good. I still might put something over here. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions down below. Should I put anything here? Should we just leave it open over in this area? Or maybe I can have like the almond leaves kind of like flowing into this area. I don't know yet, but for right now, I'm done with it. I think this scape is definitely a W, and I can wait to really get some fish in here and really start enjoying this tank. So I'm gonna let this thing settle for a little bit, get some filtration on it, and I'll give you guys an update on it in the morning. All right, so I was gonna wait till the morning to give you guys an update on this aquarium, but it's already looking phenomenal after a few hours. I'm just loving this tank. I just literally been sitting here looking at it and enjoying it. Just amazing, from like the wood, the rocks, the plants, everything just goes together so well. You might be asking yourself, where did I get this wood from? Literally out of my yard. It was a tree that had fell down. I chopped it up, bind this all together, soaked it, and here you go. So don't go out and spend hundreds of dollars on driftwood just to create an aquascape. All these rocks came from the river, all natural stone. So I didn't spend any money on the stone or the wood. The only thing I paid for was a few plants that are in here, and the other plants I already had down in the fish room. So just to let you know, you don't have to go spend a whole bunch of money to create something like this. And I think I paid for the sand. The sand was like $15. So overall, I probably did about 50 bucks just to scape this tank to get it to look like this. So Hope you guys were able to learn something from that, and maybe you can apply it to your next setup. But this tank is looking amazing, bro. I can't wait to get some fish in here. That's what I'm waiting on now. So probably in about a week or so, once everything gets running, I'm gonna put a seeded filter on here. So once we get the seeded filter on here, literally you probably can put fish in that day. But I'll wait a week, let the plants settle in, let everything settle in, then we'll start adding some fish in here. So loving it. You guys can let me know in the comment section, did we take a W? But that's gonna be pretty much it for today's content. I hope you guys are able to learn something or be inspired by this build today. Definitely my new favorite tank. I'm probably gonna be down here staring at it for the next few hours while I do water changes. I need to do some maintenance down here in the fish room today, so we're gonna be down here doing water changes, and I'll probably just be staring at that tank, wishing and hoping I could put fish in it. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient before I can put fish in it. But that's the first installment because we're gonna be rescaping and redesigning all these aquariums on this side of the fish room. Probably start with this one next. This tank's been set up and running for like over a year, and it's time to just do something different with it, along with all these 40 breeders that have all my African cichlids in them that I really haven't showed much on the channel. But you guys are going to be seeing that build coming with 120 gallons. So it's tons of content coming. So make sure you guys got your post notifications on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And hit that like button, man. That like button helps the channel out. It helps YouTube promote us and keep it going, man, so we can build this family even bigger, man. But that's it. We got some pond content coming. We got some good, some bad, some ugly going on the pond. So just make sure you guys stay tuned for everything. The grind don't stop. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. And let me know, did we take a W on that build over there? I'm out of here. Catch you guys in the next one.